Good evening and welcome to Global Lens News. I'm Saadia Afzaal. Today we are diving into one of the most important global rivalries of the 21st century, the competition between the United States of America and China. From artificial intelligence and cutting-edge tech to economic power and military strategy, we will explore how these two giants are clashing and at times cooperating, shaping the world's future. Let's get started. Right now, the rivalry between the United States and China isn't just about geopolitics. It's about who will set the rules for tomorrow's world. Whether it's AI dominance, semiconductor leadership, or defense innovation, this competition affects everything from your smartphones to global security. According to analysts, competition over foundational technologies like artificial intelligence, quantum computing, and biotech is now central to national security strategies on both sides. Losing ground here could mean losing influence worldwide. Let's talk AI, probably the most talked about front in the competition. The US still leads in core AI infrastructure, especially in large-scale models and advanced computing power. American companies like those behind GPT-scale models and powerful chips are pushing the boundaries, and the US holds roughly 3/4 of global AI compute power. But China isn't far behind. The government has poured huge investments into AI, and Chinese firms are aggressively innovating, often using open-source models and cost-effective technologies. In some areas, Chinese AI systems now cost a tiny fraction compared to leading US systems, forcing a global tech price war. Plus, recent research shows that even though policies are tightening, American and Chinese scientists continue to collaborate in AI research, especially at global conferences. You can't talk about a US-China competition without mentioning the economy and technology supply chains. You can't talk about a US-China competition without mentioning the economy and technology supply chains. One major flashpoint is semiconductors, the tiny chips that power everything from phones to AI servers. The US has placed strict export controls on advanced chips to slow China's AI and military tech development. In response, China is rapidly pushing for self-sufficiency, building its own chip manufacturing and open-source AI ecosystem. Some experts argue that this arms race in tech independence could actually accelerate China's progress. To counter this tech challenge, the US has also launched initiatives like the CHIPS and Science Act to boost domestic semiconductor manufacturing. And beyond tech, both nations are expanding influence globally. The US, through partnerships like Pax Silica, aimed at securing trusted tech supply chains, and China via infrastructure and tech development in Asia, Africa, and Latin America. Now let's talk defense, where the rivalry gets even more intense. Both countries see AI as integral to future warfare. The US military and defense contractors are integrating intelligence systems for strategy, surveillance, and logistics. China is also rapidly developing autonomous drones, AI-enabled battlefield tools, and robotics to help close the military gap. Recent reports even showed that US briefly published and then removed a list of Chinese firms it claims are tied to China's military tech, including big names like Alibaba and Baidu, highlighting how defense issues can shape tech policy too. Still, even here, there are limits to conflict. Both sides declined to sign a joint declaration on ethical military AI use, showing how tricky cooperation can be. So, is it all rivalry, or is there any room for cooperation? Surprisingly, despite tensions, there are ongoing areas of cooperation. From collaborative research papers to shared standard discussions, scientists from both nations still work together on AI. There are even calls from both governments and experts to jointly manage AI risks, especially when it comes to safety and global governance. So while headlines focus on competition, the real story is more complex. What does all this mean for the world? The US-China rivalry is reshaping geopolitics, economics, and technology standards. Countries are being pushed to choose sides or build their own strategies. From AI regulations to defense alliances, this competition affects global supply chains, innovation ecosystems, and even national security policies around the world. And critically, the outcome of this rivalry won't just affect the two nations, it could define how the next era of technology and geopolitics unfolds. So there you have it, a snapshot of the latest US-China competition across AI, tech, the economy, and defense. It's a rivalry packed with tension, innovation, cooperation, and consequences. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe for more stories like this, and tell me in the comments, who do you think will lead the future of AI and tech, the US or China? This is Saadia Afzaal for Global Lens News.